What is going on YouTube? It's your boy CoinCoverage here, bringing you another cryptocurrency video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the market as a whole for the weekly update, alongside looking at Bitcoin's price action, viewing overvalued, that's right, overvalued players in the market currently that you should avoid, and also my top 5 picks for January, excuse me, and seeing how they're doing. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. So Bitcoin's finally have the big green candle. Hasn't had this big of a green candle in a while, ever since back here, I'd say. And we're hitting 17K now. The real test is if it can hit 20K and pass. And if it passes 20K, as you can see, there's a pretty big sell wall currently on 20K. Pretty steep, but we do have a lot of buy action, to be completely fair. I believe we can hit new highs for Bitcoin. I believe we can go all the way up maybe to 25K. We'll have to see. I don't want to underestimate Bitcoin anyway, but 25K is my target range I could expect Bitcoin to hit if it passes that 20K barrier. Because as you guys have made known, Bitcoin is really consolidated and allowed altcoins to really grow in the past few days. And altcoins did take the lead in terms of market cap. As you can see, we're still all-time high for market cap, basically. If we take a look at the monthly here, or the month chart, we're like round all-time highs here. As you can see, the all-time high, I believe, was $780 billion. And altcoins have filled in a lot of that gap. As you can see, the charts look a little bit different. If we go in the 1 month for altcoins as well, as you can see, we see a lot more steeper action in terms of altcoins in comparison to market cap as a whole. So we can also look at Bitcoin and see how we were at an all-time low, and now we're kind of nearing up to the 38% range, almost hitting 40s. But right now we are currently doing very, very well in terms of BTC dominance. I believe this is like a perfect spot for Bitcoin to hang out. I do think Bitcoin will push back up to 40%, 45% dominance, in my opinion, within the coming days. As you can see, we're starting to go back up. We hit all-time lows at about 33%. And I believe Bitcoin will probably, do its job as a digital gold and continue to go up from here as exuberance from altcoins pulled back, just because Ripple and many other players did ridiculously well and went up extremely in comparison to Bitcoin, obviously. So what do I think the rest of 2018 will look like, or excuse me, January 2018? I do think altcoins will continue to grow regardless of Bitcoin's extreme run-up. I do think the market cap will near 1 trillion. In my opinion, I don't really think we're going to get a pullback anytime soon. I know a lot of people have been saying that, especially as the year, if you look at the year chart, we are just absolutely in a bull market right here. And but regardless if Bitcoin continues to gain some of the dominance back, it'll be a good thing overall, because we know altcoins tend to follow Bitcoin when Bitcoin goes up. So yeah, I'm not too worried about a pullback. Right now, you're going to see a lot of alts bleed, as you can see here. And if we go in the red here, there's a lot of coins in the red. And it's not to say that any aren't in the green either, because there's some coins that really have been killing it in the green as well. Patcoin up 431%, unbelievable. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about Patcoin. It's essentially just the highest circulating supply in the market with 2.5 trillion, as you can see, unbelievable. So yeah, as you can see here, guys, we still have a bunch in the green. We still have Ethos absolutely killing it, and that was one of my altcoins to buy right now at $9. So if you bought Ethos on one of my altcoins to buy right now videos, I believe part 3, you would have been killing it right now. I think 3 or 4 times gain. So yeah, there's a lot of good players that you can still buy into, but you'll see a lot of the overpriced ones that have been going at multitudes of value in the red today. So, and I believe you'll continue to see some in the red as the market continues to, or altcoins continue to pull back in terms of market cap. But only some. I mean, altcoins still have plenty of room to breathe. As you can see, when Bitcoin goes up, there's still some altcoins that can still follow Bitcoin. But keeping up with Bitcoin is essentially what you want to do here. So yeah, Bitcoin looking very, very good. If you're in Bitcoin, props to you. You're actually been doing good lately. If you bought down here and you're waiting for, a backup to test to 20K, you're looking very, very well right here. So some overvalued altcoins, in my opinion, Ripple. So be careful with Ripple, guys. Ripple went up huge. You can just tell from the chart right here. Go to 1 month, as you can see, Ripple just absolutely killed it. Back when it was at, I believe, 20 cents, beginning of January, it was 25 cents. So as you can see, it went up like 12x, basically, guys. Unbelievable, 12x. It was at 25 cents. We're now hitting around $3 right now. It was almost at 4 actually, way back here a few days ago, but the overexuberance caught it, got way too overexuberant, I should say, and we finally got a good pullback, in my opinion. I believe this can still go lower just because this run up is just absolutely insane. And after when Ripple tends to pull back, like we saw back in June and May, It usually sits quiet for a while, so I don't know if we're gonna get this repeat, because we do see, as you can see, this chart right here looks very similar to this chart right here. As you can see now, the chart is more spread out here. We could see in May and June, the first altcoin bull rally, Ripple did the same exact thing. It went up, kind of pulled back, went back up, the all-time highs here in terms of Bitcoin and USD value. As you can see, we kind of sat quiet. BTC value continued to drop. USD maintained about the same value, around 20-25 cents. And we saw Ripple, go up, pull back, go up again, pull back, go up again, pull back, and then hit all-time highs, which was at nearing 370. And all-time highs of BTC value, which was unbelievable. Ripple just absolutely caught up with the market and killed it. So Ripple, do I think it's overvalued? To be honest, guys, you can't really tell if something's overvalued right off the bat, but I wouldn't buy at levels like this, especially if it's still down 13%. If you just look at the monthly chart, as I showed you guys earlier, even the weekly, you can see that you probably don't want to buy into this right away. I would wait for a good pullback, maybe down to $2, probably down here somewhere, and then I'd buy in. I think a 50% pullback would be good for Ripple, especially how much it's gone up. You just got to be realistic. I'm not trying to hate Ripple, but you just got to be realistic on your buys. I don't want you guys to get burnt, and that's just the safe way to go. You can buy these if you're holding long term. Go for it. You can buy Ripple at any price you want, but in my opinion, it is quite overvalued. So Cardano. Cardano is actually did pretty much the same thing as Ripple in terms of value increments. Back here it was at around 2.5 cents in the beginning of actually December here. Let's see when it was. Actually November. Excuse me, November when it came out. It was around 2.5 cents October, and we saw it go up all the way to right now it's currently $1 to $1.26. So if you do the math there, it's about a 50x times gain, and that's unbelievable. 40x time gain, because it's about 2.5 cents, 30s, or 2 to 2.5 cents. So as you can see here, we do need some pullbacks in the market here, especially some overvalued altcoins. It's currently ranked 5th in terms of market cap. That's unbelievable, guys. The volume's definitely there. I'm not gonna lie, it's dropped a little bit today, but we do see Cardano just absolutely killing it. Known as the Japanese Ethereum. This was something, if you guys caught on early, would have killed it, but when it's down 20%, I still do think it's overvalued, simply because it just went up multitudes of value. So just keep that in mind. Tron has been absolutely doing the same exact thing. All these cheap cryptocurrencies, if you guys haven't noticed, have all been cheap. All these values are relative, except EOS, pretty high. But as you can see, they all have pretty high circulating supplies. As you can see here, if we go through all the big players that have been very, very extremely over exuberant in the past couple of weeks and months, you can see their supplies are all fairly large. And that's just because the cheap cryptos are the thing right now, guys. Cheap cryptos with good tech behind it have been just the fad recently. So that's something you guys can, when new investors come in the market, they want to buy cheap coins that they can buy a lot of with $100 or whatever they're investing in. So they want to get the most bang for their buck, even though that's not the case, because you got to look at market cap in terms of multiplication. I know I covered that in a lot of my videos, but regardless, Tron has been absolutely killing it. Still at 1% on the daily. The past 7 days especially, just going up multitudes of value. This might not look like a lot, but we're looking at cents right now, guys. And as you can see, it's at 20 cents. And back here, 7 days ago, it was only at 3 cents. So a month ago, we can take a look. A month ago, it was less than a penny, at a quarter of a penny, or yeah, essentially a quarter of a penny. And wow, look at where it is now, 20 cents. So Tron, a little bit overvalued. I would stay away from it unless you're trying to swing trade it, get lucky. But in my opinion, just try to avoid it overall. Just buy the stuff that are in the red right now, guys. Buy the stuff that are cheap. Don't get caught up into this overhyped stuff that people already bought way down here and they're going to sell up here on you guys. Just be careful, okay? Stellar, same thing as Ripple, very similar currency. Both have to do with banks transferring payments, with mass amount of payments actually, and it's gone just completely parabolic as well. And same with EOS. For the past month, this is more of a 3-month thing, as you can see. Just went parabolic, absolutely parabolic. Back here, I bought some actually 50 cents, and I regret it completely. Everyone is fighting this coin, trust me. A lot of people were saying it was a scam, and it completely proved itself, and now is the 12th biggest cryptocurrency. So it's unbelievable that all the coins I showed you were once in the 20-30 ranks in terms of market cap. 2 for Ripple, 5 for Cardano, 8 for Tron, 9 for Stellar, hit like 7 yesterday, and 12 for EOS. 5 big, once cheap coins with fairly high supplies in the billions. And I don't know, just unbelievable what these cheap cryptos have done. And a lot of it is people thinking they can get rich quick off these cheap coins. But in my opinion, I mean, they worked. I mean, people made 10, 20, 30 times their money with these. So depending where you bought at. But obviously, they do need to pull back. That's why most of them are in the deep red right now. And yeah, so except obviously for Tron, who's still maintaining these highs, which is unbelievable. Anyways, let's look at Icon here. Icon has been absolutely killing it. $6.67. It did pull back today from the not keeping with Bitcoin, still down 20% in BTC value, so it did take a pretty big hit. Although, if you guys want to get an Icon, wow, this is now the time to get in right here, guys. I'm telling you, this coin will do very, very good. One of South Koreans' first ICOs, respected ICOs essentially, and I think it'll do very well. I spotted this consolidation forming right here, and it actually did start breaking out, and I was really happy. I was like, wow, I called that shit. And then it kind of started going back down here. But as you can see, it kind of was oversold in the terms of the RSI, and I did see it as an indicator right here, and I was like, oh, wow, this is looking pretty good. It went back up, and I was like, oh, God, is it going to go back up? And then it kind of fell back down again. So as you can see, it did have support in the 50-day, kind of broke under it, and it hasn't been doing too well. But that's goes to show you how undervalued it is currently. There's so much stuff coming out in January, for the end of January, for Icon, ICX as a whole. And I recommend you guys buying into this. This is kind of a trade alert, in my opinion. You guys can buy an Icon. Do very, very well going into 2018. I promise you. I don't guarantee anything. But I do think Icon's very, very good at these levels. And this is the coins you should be buying right here. The ones that are in the red that no one has really talked about, hasn't really given much attention to it, even though the tech behind it is phenomenal. So, yeah, Icon doing very well, and that's one of my picks for January as well. Ethereum doing very, very well, if you know it's red today. It hit 1,000. I said it will hit 1,000 by end of January. Wow. It hit way before. So Ethereum, been killing it. I do think it was undervalued for a while there. Excuse me. And but since Ripple took it over, it's the second biggest crypto. Still got market cap difference right there, about 20 billion. And I do think this will continue to go up as long as ICOs are still relevant. And ICOs have been pretty hot recently as well in terms of returns, and just some big new Korean ICOs like Icon that came out. So Ethereum really is honestly a great buy going in 2018. I think everything is like most of these cryptos are built off the Ethereum platform. So that's what you guys gotta understand. So a lot of people are going to be looking to invest in something as revolutionary as Ethereum, as a smart contract platform comes about. So yeah, Ethereum still doing very, very well. About $200 up since from when I called it. Power Ledger doing very, very well since my video, I believe, was under $1 somewhere, 80, 90 cents since my video. And it's gone absolutely crazy, hitting nearly $2. And Power Ledger is a very, very cool cryptocurrency. The electricity exchange part is just absolutely insane. I don't know how anything that can possibly happen, but they have the tech behind it. So it's very, very cool. The volume's definitely there, about 10th of the volume in the last 24 hours. Of course, it's a lot of red, but, still a good buy to buy at the dip. These are a lot of coins you can still buy at the dip for January's picks. Aeon has been killing it as well. Went up about double since my video, actually, maybe a little less now because it did pull back extremely. But yep, it almost hit $10 actually, guys. And this Aeon, once again, in my opinion, like Icon, very undervalued cryptocurrency right now as it goes into 2018. Along with Electronium, it actually gained some traction today. I was waiting for this one to go up for quite a while since it was only listed on Cryptopia, like I said. Finally gained some traction. Only being on Cryptopia, surprisingly, $20 million volume, which is still nothing completely compared to its market cap as a whole, and it's still ranked 55 despite being on one small exchange. So Electronium, look out for it. And I thought I'd include Wabi just because everyone, Wabi has been killing it, still, holding this good price action. It hasn't really pulled back too much except these small 2%, 3% losses each day. Very, very good consistent price action for Wabi. I hope you guys have been buying it. Very, very undervalued cryptocurrency with a lot of tech behind it and a lot of partnerships coming up. So be excited for Wabi. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow I have some big announcements regarding a Discord and a Patreon announcement that I'll be releasing tomorrow. So if you guys want to support me on Patreon tomorrow, look for the link in my description tomorrow along with the Discord. We have a lot of stuff coming up, exciting stuff. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have not, we are at almost 1,400 subscribers, which is unbelievable. And so we're near that 2K subscriber mark. So thank you guys so much for watching. Keep it real in the cryptocurrency scene, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys. You guys like that wink? I hope you do.